Hi, it's Rod here, and today I want to show you quickly how to build a kiln, a wood-fired kiln. Something my daughter started doing was making pottery, and we realized pretty quickly that it's not of much value without a kiln. So this is a low-cost kiln just made with local materials. This here is limestone basically, and we can just dig it right out of the hills around here. And I found that limestone isn't afraid of the heat. So when we make the blocks, this with our little block mold, we use about 80% limestone, just a little bit of gravel and sand here, mostly sand, and regular type 10 cement powder. And actually when we mix the concrete, we use about the same, 60% or 70% limestone, 30 sand, gravel, and cement. And the other thing is, with the limestone, you can cut it with a concrete masonry blade, and you can cut it exactly how you want. The limestone just cuts. Here, just have a close-up of that. See how nicely that cuts? So you can do whatever you want with it once it's a finished block, and it's quite strong. It's fairly strong. So this basic kiln design is about 3 foot wide and 9 foot long or so. And so with a basic kiln, you need basically 3 components. The first here is the firebox, and this is where you'll open the door and put the wood in. And we have a little sawmill and a wood shop, so we've always got lots of wood scraps here. So if you're in that same situation, a wood-fired kiln will probably work for you. Okay, so this is where your wood will go in. And then, as you can see, I've put these pipes. They're heavy Schedule 40 pipes. I just built them right into the concrete blocks here. Oh, and as we built this, I pour all the blocks solid with concrete in them, so that they're a block made with limestone and cement, and then they're filled, they're poured. You can see we put some rebar in, and they're poured with concrete also. So then we put these pipes in, all the wood will sit on top of that, and then the ashes will fall down here. I haven't built the door yet here, but this will be the clean out where you take all your ashes and soot out. And then I'm getting ready to form this up, and our air intake will be up top here. So basically in the firebox, the flow will come, the airflow will come like up here, and then it will come down here. So it's almost a downdraft in some ways. The intake will be here, and then the flow will go through between these pieces of metal. This area here will actually be your oven. This is where the doors will be to get your pottery in and out, and in the oven. And then we'll build this round thing on the top. We want the exhaust, the fumes, the smoke from the fire to go through this oven and down here and out the chimney. The third component will be the chimney here, but we want the heat to stay in the oven. So that's why we build a nice round or fairly high, because you know heat rises. So you build a fairly high oven, and then the heat stays in it while the smoke goes on. And so that's what we want to do. Okay, so we're finished building the kiln. We've got the 3 sections complete: the firebox, the oven, and the chimney over here. And the oven has these big heavy doors that open. Once we've lit the fire, we don't open these again. And we put a stainless steel rack in there to hold the pottery. And then there, over here is the firebox, and it opens like that. And these are your air vents up here. They just turn And so that allows you to control the airflow. Once it gets really hot, we just close those right down and hardly any air gets through. And that's the clean out down there. So we're really happy with it. It's all ready to go.
So this is what the pots look like before they're fired. They're kind of a dark gray type of color. So this is what they look like after they're fired, and you can hear them. They're basically like porcelain now, and we are sure that we got over 2,000 degrees. There you go.